This just happened and nobody is talking about it. I thought I scored the deal of the century. A high-end, refurbished workstation for a fraction of the retail price. The listing looked perfect. Pristine condition. Factory reset. That was the lie. I opened the lid for the first time in my own home. I wasn't greeted by a Windows setup screen or a language selection menu. I was greeted by a desktop filled with someone else's life. It was terrifying. It was like walking into a stranger's bedroom without knocking. I saw a folder labeled Tax Returns 2022. I saw a folder labeled Private Photos. I saw a spreadsheet titled Client Contact Info, Do Not Delete. My heart actually skipped a beat. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. This is a massive, systemic failure in the secondary tech market. It is a massive data breach waiting to happen. Most people think buying used is just about checking the battery health or the screen pixels. They don't realize they are potentially inheriting a digital identity. Here's the thing. A factory reset is not a magic wand. It is a software command. It tells the operating system to delete the file directory. It does not necessarily overwrite the actual data on the physical NAND flash or the spinning platter. If the seller didn't use a proper data wiping utility, those files are still there. They are just invisible to the average user. But they are incredibly easy to recover. I could have downloaded a free recovery tool and had that person's entire digital existence on my drive in 10 minutes. I saw a document titled Confidential, Project X. The level of intimacy was staggering. I saw screenshots of private chats. I saw login credentials saved in a text file on the desktop. It was a digital crime scene. The sheer negligence required to sell a machine like this without wiping the drive is mind-blowing. But it gets worse. This isn't just my bad luck. This is a widespread issue with the refurbished ecosystem. Large-scale resellers often prioritize speed over security. They want to move inventory. They want to flip units. They don't have the time to run a multi-pass wipe on every single machine. They rely on the basic OS reset. It is a gamble every single time. They are gambling with the privacy of the previous owner and the security of the new owner. If I had been a malicious actor, I wouldn't be making this video. I would be selling this laptop on the dark web with all the attached identities. The irony is palpable. We spend billions on cybersecurity and encryption, yet the most basic step of hardware decommissioning is being ignored by the people making the most money from it. I felt this weird sense of responsibility. I felt like I was trespassing. I felt like I was holding a live grenade. I didn't even want the laptop anymore. The hardware was perfect, but the soul of the machine was contaminated. It's a reminder that every piece of tech we own is a container for our most sensitive information. And when that container changes hands, the trust is broken. We assume the chain of custody is secure. We assume the ESET button actually works. We are wrong. We are very wrong. If you are buying used, do not trust the seller. Do not trust the refurbished tag. Do not trust the listing description. The moment you get that device, the very first thing you do is boot from a trusted external drive. You wipe the entire partition table. You format the drive from scratch using a method that actually overwrites the sectors. Do not rely on the built-in Windows or Mac OS reset tools. They are for convenience, not for security. This is the new reality of the circular economy. The hardware is becoming more accessible, but the privacy risks are scaling at an exponential rate. We are entering an era where your new laptop might come with a stranger's secrets. It is a terrifying thought. But it is the reality of the market right now. Don't be the victim of a lazy reseller. Don't be the person who accidentally steals someone's life because you wanted a cheap deal. Stay vigilant. Stay secure. Subscribe if you want AI news and tech breakdowns that actually matter.